Now, can we have a money conversation? Anybody interested in that? By show of hands? All right, good. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can be in position to service a lot of individuals around you that have challenged credit. In addition to that, service some of those industries that need creditworthy people. Because those industries like real estate agents, mortgage companies, apartment complexes, car dealerships, alarm companies, they cannot earn revenue if they're turning away people with bad credit. So why we all need to take control of our career and our future? Do you currently control your income on your job? Most people don't. You make 50, 60 grand on your job, you work 40 hours a week. It's not like you can go to work tomorrow and tell your boss, hey, you know what, I've been working extremely hard this week. We need to address that issue. They're going to probably say, well, you can address it by going and finding another job. Most people don't control their schedule, advancement, benefits, and retirement. That's what I always love about being an entrepreneur. Because my success is predicated on my performance, not an evaluation, not a review. If I want to make money, I just go work hard and service more people. So welcome to FES, where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. I'm a firm believer everybody should have a home-based business. Because if you are solely a W-2 employee, 30–40% of your income goes towards the IRS. We got to be able to offset that apart from just having children. It's really, really important. So how do we earn income? We go out and we build two separate divisions. One is sales and developing corporate accounts. Corporate account partners are all those industries that need creditworthy people. Me and one of the agents on my team this morning was at a credit union in D.C. 7,000 members. They're struggling. A lot of those individuals coming in to try to get loans originated, trying to get automobiles, and they just can't qualify because they have challenged credit. So we're at the table with the board and the vice president saying, what are you guys doing with those people? You can't just turn them away. You got to be able to have a compliment conversation with those people to at least give yourself a shot that they can come back and you can actually do exactly what you called out to do, which is to service your membership. And then business development is where we function just like the HR department does on your job. What is their primary job at work? To recruit people, employees, train employees, manage an organization of employees, working to create revenue, and when they create revenue, everybody that's an employee can get a paycheck. That's why it amazes me when people say to me, is it one of those things? And I say, one of those what? Like your job? Because we do exactly the same thing. Because in life, you're either leveraging the efforts of other people or you're being leveraged by someone else, leveraging your time, your energy, and your efforts. It's just a matter of which side of the transaction you're on. So we get paid 8 different ways for the sake of our time. I'm going to go through a couple of them, but most people get paid how many different ways? You know, I asked that question before. A young lady raised her hand. She said, I get paid 8 different ways. And what do you do? She said, well, I do nails, manicures, pedicures, hair. I said, well, yeah. But I appreciate your creativity, but that's your extreme case. Most people get paid one way, right? So our first way we get paid is sales commissions. For every person that you enroll in credit restoration for $499, once you secure your first one in your first 30 days, the company pays you 30% commission, so you get paid $150. Now, I don't know what you guys' hourly rate is on your job, but I do know if it took you 1 hour to put one person in credit restoration, you're making $150 an hour. Now, that's a lot of money. Now, imagine it took you 2 or 3 hours to put one person in credit restoration. You did that every evening when you got off from work. You're doing pretty good, making $150 a day. So the reality of it is, just imagine theoretically, you got one customer per week. That's $150 a week. That's $600 a month. That changes a lot of people's lives. You know, the tail end of 2011, USA Today did an article. They said 78% of people that filed bankruptcy were $660 short to being able to meet their household expenses. So $600 would have helped 78% of people that actually filed bankruptcy. Imagine you're a little more aggressive. And you put 5 customers per weekend. Your uncle works at Doc Cars, your mother-in-law works at State Farm, your sister-in-law works at the apartment complex down the street, you know some realtors. If these realtors cumulatively sent you 20 people a month, you're doing $3,000 a month. Imagine you did a credit education seminar at your church, and 20 people got enrolled in credit repair that day. You just made $3,000. So the reality of it is, if you work this like a job, you don't need a job. You know, most traditional network marketing companies, it's all about recruiting people, and it's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of what if I can't recruit people. The business we do with FES, yes, we do team builds so we can earn income for work that other people do. But you can go out and service people yourself and make a lot of money. You put 15 people a week in credit restoration by yourself, you're making 10 grand a month. Now, mind you, a lot of people work 40 hours a week of their life and don't take home $3,000. That's a lot of money. And J. Paul Getty said it best when he said it's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. Most people are 100% responsible for your income. But what happens if your income gets removed out of your house? I think we're seeing the ramifications of that now with our economy just coming out of a mess. Because look, most people are stuck trying to change their own lives. But rich, successful people don't do that. You know, I remember when I got in real estate early on, I sold my first house. The commission was $7,000, and I got a check for $5,000, and the broker got a check for $2,000. And I looked at him and I thought to myself, well, I did all the work. I did all the work, and he got a check for $2 grand. Well, how about I go open up my own company? Then I can go get other people. They can do the work. They can earn $5 grand, and I'll take the $2,000 if I didn't do the work. And that's exactly what successful people do. So if you decide to team build and build an organization of people, FES makes that possible. They created something in their comp plan called a customer acquisition bonus. So the first way you get paid is direct commissions. You service people by yourself. You put someone in credit restoration. The company sends you a check. Now, mind you, we get paid every week. All the people you enroll from Sunday to Saturday, the following Thursday is payday. And today, what's the day?
Payday.
Thursday is my favorite day of the week. It ain't TGIF. It's TGIT. How about that, right? So that's new. So unlike corporate America, where they don't tell you how to advance, how to get to a high pay grade, FES makes it very clear on how to earn more money by doing exactly what you did when you got started. So just imagine you were an agent. You joined our team. You went out and put someone in credit restoration today. Next week, Thursday, the company's going to send you a check for how much? $150. But now you have a conversation with my coach. Hey, my coach, you're pretty sharp. You know a lot of people. You should come on out and take a look at what we're doing. My coach joins my group. She goes out, puts someone in credit repair. The company's going to send her a check for how much? $150. Because I enrolled her as the agent, they're going to send me a check for $100. And then I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a conversation with Sheila. She's a real estate agent. Hey, Sheila, I know this could be a great compliment to your business. You need to take a look at what I'm doing. She joins my team. She puts the client in credit restoration. She's going to get a check for $150. When she does that, the company, because I'm the enrolling agent, is going to send me a check for $100. Now, $100 don't sound like a lot of money. But it's a lot of money when Sheila did the work. Absolutely. So now I have my code, I have Sheila on my team. Collectively as a group, when we do $1,600 in volume in a month, I get promoted to a field trainer. Now mind you, $1,600 is not a lot of volume in comparison to credit restoration costs $500. So it's not like we're servicing hundreds of people. We service a couple people, I get promoted to a field trainer. And then I call my man over here, Darrell. Hey, Darrell, you work in the nonprofit space. I know you guys got big databases. I know you guys provide education. And I know you guys are struggling raising funds. How about we come in and do a credit education seminar, service some of them people, get them enrolled so you'll look good in that process. He joins my team now. I'm a field trainer. He puts the client in credit restoration. He's going to get a check for how much? $150. Now as a field trainer, they're going to give me a check for $160. I get paid more money for doing exactly the same thing I did when I was new. And now I got Darrell, I got my Cole, I got Sheila. Collectively as a group, when we do $5,000 in volume, I get promoted to a senior field trainer. I go get a new agent. They enroll someone. They get $150. The company sends me a check for $240. Yeah, that's what I said. Crazy. You do that 4 times in a week. You go get 4 agents. They get sales. You help them get sales. The company's going to send you a check for $240, $240, $240, $240. Now, just imagine now I'm a senior field trainer. My coach say, hey, I want a piece of that. She go gets her girlfriend. What's her name?
Meredith.
She go get Meredith. Meredith gets the sale. Meredith gets $150. My cola gets now the enrolling agent $100, and I get the difference between my $240 and my cola's $100. They still send me a check for $140. Now, that's a lot of money. As a matter of fact, I didn't know Meredith or did I know her clients. And as we evolve now, I got a pretty functioning organization. When we do 10 grand in volume, I get promoted to a sales director at $380. Go get a new agent. They get a sale. The company pays them $150, and the company pays you $380. My cola goes to get a new agent. They get a sale. They get $150. They send my cola $100 and send me the difference between my $380 and her $100. They still send me a check for $280. Now I'm a vice president, which this is. That's $100,000 in volume. So you can imagine, I go get a new agent. They get a sale. They get $150. The company sends me a check for $500. TGIT. Right? But imagine you were a sales director. If you were a sales director and things evolved and you looked up and that's you, and hey, look, you put 3 people in your business and you woke up in 30 days, next thing you know, you had 25, 30 people in your group. The only 3 people that you knew was your buddy you went to college with, your girlfriend you grew up with, and your general contractor that came and fixed your toilet. And he's from New York. You put his buddy in from New York, and next thing you know, organically it started to take on a personality of its own. And all these people go out and service people. When they do that, they get $150. And as a sales director at $380, you override, and this is what you earn: $220, $220, $220, $280. Only from the efforts of these 3 people. Now, I get people all the time to say, hey, look, I don't know a lot of people. Well, look, I know you know one person that knows everybody like my cola. Introduce her to somebody in this business and let her come in this business and do exactly what she does. I don't like talking to people. Well, go find that lady that sits in the window like the lady on 227. Remember her, put her in your business. And let her go out and share the opportunity with other people that you don't know. Because every individual typically is worth about 200 or 300 people that you don't know. And one thing I realized in a business like this, one person can change your life. But most people are stuck trying to be the one person. That's why so many people got mediocre results. And that's why there's so many people at the bottom than it is at the top. So give yourself an opportunity to leverage the efforts of other people and take advantage of a business like this, or any other for that matter. In this theoretical example, if you did it once a month, hey, look, you can do $5,000 a month. What if you did it once a week? You can make some pretty good income. The reality is, I don't know what you can do. All I know is, do you have this type of potential doing what you do now? No. Most people, absolutely not. That's the second way we get paid. The first way you get paid is direct commissions. You enroll people, you get a check. Second way you get paid is you build an organization of people. As they servicing people, you override on what they do. The third way we get paid is residual money. You put 5 people on your organizational team, the company waives you $87 a month that you pay for your benefits, your services are free. So just imagine them 5 people did exactly the same thing. Organically, they went, and if this was perfect, year 3, year 4, at year 4 you had 625 people. Year 6, you looked up, you had 19,000 people. The company pays us residual money on the $87 that everybody pays, whether they get it waived or not. You looked up in 6 years, you had almost 20,000 people. You're doing $75,000 a month. The only couple people that I knew in this slide here is these 5 people right here. The remaining people popped up all across the country. And someone in this group turned out to be someone that turned out to be LeBron James and changed your life. You just have no idea. So this makes a great opportunity. The reason I say 6 years, because when I look at this slide, I'm going to work the next 5 or 6 years of my life anyway. The biggest difference between what I did as a RE/MAX broker and what I'm doing here as a real estate agent, it didn't matter how many houses you sold in 2012. It's January 2013 and 14, you got to go do it all over again. None of my clients ever tipped me the year after I sold them my house, tipped me again where it was residual income. It stopped right there. So businesses like this create some great opportunity. But if you fell short and only had a couple thousand people, you're still doing some pretty good income. And if you were 99% wrong, you're still doing a couple $100 a month. Now, I know if I worked 6 years and it still ended up, I only got a $750 check every month, I still would think that's a pretty good check, wouldn't you? Yeah. Absolutely. In addition to that, this is our benefit package. Just so you guys know, there's only about 4,900 of us in financial education services. Although we've been in business for 10 years, this network marketing arm is only a couple years old, so it's not many of us. When it hits 5,000 of us, which it probably will this month or next month, the company rolls out our benefit package called the R&R Club. You get 500 people on your team. The company gives you $600 a month towards an Audi of your choice. A4, A6, A8. Now, I didn't like Audis until I got an FES. But now that's my favorite auto. That's the beautiful thing. Cash bonuses, when you get 1,500 people onto your team, they increase your car allowances from $600 to $1,500 a month. As you continue to evolve in your business, you get 5,000 people on your organizational team, they give you $5,000 a month towards your mortgage payment. Your mortgage payment is now $5,000. They send additional money towards your principal balance, and if you don't own a house, they escrow $5,000 every single month to go towards down payment and closing costs. And then they have a monthly retirement bonus and some additional cash bonuses, etc. Now, for me, this is worth working for. Because I said if I work the next 5 years of my life and I didn't get anything up here but a car allowance, I'm doing pretty well. Anybody else in here get a car allowance on their job? That's a non-firefighter police officer? Anybody? Most people don't. And all that happens is because we train FES has a curriculum called FES University. The curriculum is taught through. They were just here this weekend. And education is important because this means two things. It doesn't matter for one who invited you to take a look at what we do. Because unlike corporate America, whoever enrolled you can't impede your success. You can put one person into your business. You never know where they are in their lives. They might go out and do something special. You can plug people in that you know into the system, and they might just go out and do better than you. One thing I know for a lot of people, when they want becomes a need, that's when they succeed. And you never know what someone is in their lives. So as I get ready to wrap up, hey, you guys have some decisions to make. As I get ready to conclude, if you're one, you might say this not for me at this time, but I certainly know some people this might be a good fit for who definitely could benefit from the services. Look, we do three things in this business. We get referral sources from those industries that need creditworthy people. We legitimately service people. And if that's you, you might just say, I need some of the services myself. It might just be best for me to be a customer protection plan member and enroll in some of the services. Or the third thing we do is get business partners. You might respond like I did and say, hey, look, this made perfect sense. You could have stopped at the slide where the alley was. I'm good, I'm ready to go. And if that's you, we'd love to say welcome to the team. And how that happens, step one, you enroll to become an agent. To become an affiliate partner, you pay $199 one time. Less than $200, you're in business. You earn a right to receive your services for free. Again, like I said earlier, you put 5 people on your team, your $87 a month gets waived. You get a starter package sent to you via online. You get a template website. Everything we do in financial education services is already done for you. All your marketing pieces to letters to churches, bankruptcy attorneys, real estate agents, etc. You get a template website, which I'll show you. The company manages your business for you. So you can see all your agents, all your customers, you can see all your people. We have agent and customer support available to service your people, and we get paid weekly. Some of you guys get paid weekly too. It's just spelled a little differently than that. Some of y'all get it later, but one of the E's is an A. And also there are tax advantages. We all are 1099. So if you make $2,000 to $3,000 in a week, you are responsible for your own income tax, which is a good problem to have, obviously. This is what your template website looks like. This will be your personal information. Your clients can come here, click products, they can enroll, and people just joining your team can likewise do the same when they click the career opportunity tag. Step 2, you enroll in your benefits. You pay $199 one time. That sets up your account. Plus, you pay your first month of your benefits, which is $87 a month. All your benefits kick in immediately. Your life insurance policy kicks in after 90 days. So you add the $199 plus the $87. You pay $286 to get started. And then step 3, we just expose people to what we do. Who do you know with less than perfect credit? Doesn't have a will, trust, power of attorney? Who identity is unprotected? Who has debt? Could use the system to pay it all. You know any people in these industries? You know any real estate people? Who sold you your house? If you live in an apartment, do you have a relationship with the people in leasing services? You know any mortgage people, automobile, bank? Who's frustrated with their current career, needs to change, looking for some part-time income? Who wants to be financially free? Anybody in the room want to be financially free? Yeah. You know, most people are overworked, underpaid, and looking for an opportunity. But it's amazing that people don't do anything different. Most people do the same thing and want different results. And in most cases, it doesn't happen. And step 4, lastly, you schedule your first training. Corporate will be back here again in about a month and a half, but we have local trainings here every 2 weeks here in our office. And then lastly, to get started, you got 2 options to get started fast or slow. The slower way, you just pay the $199 plus the $87 for your benefits for a total of $286. You added $286 for an additional $189, which is the cost for training. With this our FES University curriculum, if you add the $189 for training, that comes to a total of $475. Because I'm a firm believer that highly trained people highly paid people. Someone asked me the other day, why do I have to pay for training? I never had to pay for training. I said, what's the most money you ever made in your life? He said, about $56,000. And I said, well, you think you didn't pay for training all these jobs that you had, but you do pay for it, because you give them 40 hours a week of your life. You've been doing that for 18 years. So it is a cost associated with your time in doing that. You have an opportunity now to invest $189 to be trained to put you in a position where you can make 10, 20, 30 grand a month. Even if that's not the case, to make an additional 5, 6 grand a month to be able to get in a position to know what you're doing. And that's what we do with financial education services. We do a great work in servicing a lot of people. If all of us probably would have pulled out our cell phones right now and ran through our contacts, probably 80% of the people in our phone have bad credit. But it's just not a conversation that people talk about. You know, I wish we would walk around and we had halos over our head and they had our credit score. Like a lot more people probably would be talking. That guy you think attractive and sexy probably wouldn't be that sexy with a full 80 credit score. Like what I was saying with these women. But the reality of it is we do walk around with halos. Because everybody's spying and monitoring on your profile. People are making decisions about you based on a profile. So we can't see it, but other people see it and it's there. But you know what most people do as it relates to trying to impact their own lives? They don't do anything. Most people get a job, 3 to 5 years, a couple of things happen, they get discontent, they get dissatisfied, they get frustrated, they get terminated, and what do? They go find another job. And then they get here again, now we're 28, we go through that process, now we're 35, now we're 42, now and we go through this process and we go through this cycle in our lives, and nothing changes. Living paycheck to paycheck. And we do that all over again. But a business like this, imagine if that was your family. And you can start at the top. And you fill in the middle with people. Some people you won't know. Some people you won't know. Some people going to be local. Some of them going to be out of state. And all these people are collectively working to create income, not just for you, for themselves, which by default creates income for you. So what we realize is most people won't do a business like this because they're content in doing whatever they're doing and have the results that they have. All we are looking for is a few people to say, you know what, I'm tired of getting out of line, in line, out of line, in line. How about I just, for $286, take a shot on myself? It's amazing people go to Anne Arundel, Maryland Live, and they go to a crap table, and they quick to drop $300 bills on the table, knowing they're going to lose. But a business like this, for $286, people get scared out of their boots to say, hey, whether or not this is going to work. If you work, it can work. This is an easy business. Because people that have bad credit know that they have bad credit. People that have bad credit know that they don't do anything, there will be ramifications. So we don't have to sell that. I don't have to sell you a girdle or some coffee or some makeup or some juice. It's a different conversation. So if you see some value in the work that we do, we'll love to have you part of the team. If the money is an issue and you don't have $286, that should bother you. If you're an adult, you've been working 20 years in your life, 10 years in your life, and you can't go get $300 to make an investment in yourself, that would scare me. Like, I would react so urgently because that's the problem. For me, I work so hard because I'm scared to be broke. I've been broke before, and I had money before. I like being on the other side of money. That's why I do what I do. That's right. If it's not FES, then what? If not tonight, then when? At some point, you got to do something. You got an opportunity for less than $300 to make an investment, take a shot on yourself, and work with a group of people that's committed to servicing people, impacting people, and creating some great income for themselves. So that's our time. I thank you guys for coming out. This evening we got some applications. I'm going to have my DJ cut the music on. We can come up here and wobble a little bit for those who join our team. And y'all can stick around. All right, y'all have a good